Hello everyone, this is Jainam Patani, your tutor, and today we'll be creating an princess dress up game. Okay, so let me start with introduction of this platform. The name of this platform is Scratch. Okay, the left and most side section is known as toolbox because it contains lots and lots of tool, which means code. Okay, what we'll be doing with all these codes? We'll be writing the code, right? Where we'll be writing? We'll be dragging the code and we'll be putting in the middle section, which is known as workspace. Okay, whatever the code which we have written in our workspace, where we'll be seeing its output, the output will be on the rightmost side, which is this section. This is known as stage. Okay, so whatever the code we have written, we'll be able to see the output of it in this section, which is stage. Okay, so let's write the program for it. So basically, let's understand that what game today we'll be creating. So it's simply a dress up game. So these are all the sprites, or which we can say characters or dresses for this princess. So first I've added one princess over here. Okay, then I've added other dresses which even you can do it. And over here there are backdrops. Okay, in this button, if I've just created a backdrop button. If we click on it, then we'll be able to change the backdrop. Backdrop means background. Okay, how to add sprites by clicking on this icon, and how to add a background by clicking on this icon. Perfect. So now let's start with it. Okay, so I'll be starting with the code of princess. Okay, now what do I want? Okay, so first at the start of the game I want to assign a position to it. Okay, so how am I gonna do it? Okay, so when green flag clicked, okay, this is the permanent code. Okay, the mandatory code whenever the game starts, we have to start with when green flag clicked. Okay, perfect. Now what do I want? I want to assign it a position. What do I want? I want to assign it a position. So how am I supposed to do it? I'll be going to motion, and can you see this go to code? Yes, we'll be putting this code over here. Okay, what does this mean? In this go to code, you'll be able to see the x-axis 172 and 46 at y-axis. What are these coordinates? Okay, these are the coordinates at which my princess is present right now. It's 172 at x and 46 at y. If I zoom in, you can see this. Okay, perfect. So that means the position has been assigned. So whenever the game starts, the princess will be over here only. If I change its position right now and I click on green flag, okay, let me change it. I'll be putting it somewhere else and I'll be clicking on green flag. See, the position has been assigned. Okay, perfect. Okay, if I remove the code, okay, and now I change its position, and now I click on green flag, nothing will be changed because I have not attached it to when green flag. So I have to always attach it, and then I have to run the code. Perfect. Okay, now what do I want? Now the concept which I'm gonna use is that the dress which I'm gonna drag it and put it on the princess, and it should fit on the princess as a proper outfit. So let's start with it. So we'll be writing the code over here when green flag clicked. When the green flag is clicked, I'll be assigning it a position the way I did for princess. So I'll be just putting go to. So the coordinates -91 and -90, it's the same it's the coordinate of the pink dress present over here. Perfect. Now what else I want? Since this is a continuous process, I'll be using a forever loop. Now what is loop? Loop is something in which we can repeat our code for many number of times. So as a forever loop, as a forever word only suggests, or it gives a hint that forever means it has no end, infinity. Then it will be like a forever process until and unless we click on red flag. Red flag is which one? This one. This flag is normally clicked to stop. As you can see, there's a hint over here, stop. So yeah, let's start with it. I'll be putting a forever loop. Okay, now what do I want after putting a forever loop? I'll be putting a condition. Okay, that if, okay, I'll be putting a condition that if this dress touches to the princess, then fit onto it. Okay, how to do that? Okay, we'll be doing it. First, what do I have to do is I have to set it in a draggable mode. So this set drag mode draggable. Okay, if I'll be putting not draggable, then I'll be not able to drag the dress. Okay, so I've set its mode as draggable. Now what I'll be putting as a condition that if it is touching what? Of course, princess, right? So this is princess. I can write princess, just princess. Okay. Princess. Perfect. So if it is touching the princess, then go to what? So now I have to set its position. So now I have to make it fit properly as in proper outfit. Let's see, is it perfect? No, no, no. Yeah, I think now it's perfect, right? So now what do I want? Now the coordinates have been changed. X is 75 and y is 50. Earlier it was something else in negative. So now what I'll be doing is, if it is touching the princess, this princess, then what I'll be doing, I'll be assigning it this position. Okay. So let's okay. Now I'm done with this much. Now let's run the game. I'll be just touching putting it like this way, and it is working properly. Okay, now we'll be writing the same code for every dresses, every costume. Just the difference will be the coordinates of at the start. There will be different coordinates, and yeah, so coordinates will be different. So let's copy and paste for every costume. Okay, so I'll be just dragging it, and I'll be putting it for the red costume. Okay, I'll be putting it for the green costume. Okay, I'll be putting it for this costume also. Perfect. I'll be putting it for this one. Perfect. And I'll be putting for the last one also. Okay, so if I say the code has been pasted over here, duplicated over here. Perfect. Now we are done with only this pink one. Now let's set the code for this. Now what's the x-axis over here? 35. So I'll be writing 35. What's the y-axis over here? -104. So I'll be writing -104. Okay, so the position has been assigned. When the game starts, it will be present over here. Okay, then what do I want? Now I have to assign it like I have to make it. Okay, I think this is perfect. So now I have to see now what's the position. It's -154 at x, and y is 22. Okay, now I'll be running it. Okay, I'll be just putting it. Okay, let's complete the code for others also. Okay, for here, for this it's -88, and y is 53. Okay, again I'll be making putting it over here. Let's see, is it perfect or not? I think now it's perfect. Yeah, now it's perfect. So now the x is 81 and y is 35. Okay, I'm done with this also. Now going to the next costume, jumping to the next one, and now let's make it fit over here, fit this also. So I'll be putting like this way. Is it perfect? Yeah, I think this is perfect. So now I'll be changing its x as -31 and y as 48. Okay, I'll be again putting it over here, back to its position, and it is 127 or 128 and 71. Okay, and 71 on y-axis. Okay, now we are done with this, and coming back to this code again. The x-axis is 267 and y-axis is -106. Okay, now I'll be putting it over here as a proper outfit. Let's see how is it. It's not that proper. I'll be adjusting it. Okay, now I think it's proper. So now the x-axis is 179 and y-axis is 31. Proper. Coming to the last code, which is this one. Okay, the x coordinate is -146 and y is -86. Okay, now I'll be just putting it over here. Let's see, is it working? Is it proper? No. Now I think it's proper. So now it is -121 on x and 47 at y. Okay, now we are done. Now I'll be clicking on green flag, and now I'll be trying it. Okay, I'll be putting it over here. It is working properly. I'll be putting it over here. It is working properly. What about this? Proper. Perfect. Okay. Okay, perfect. Now what do I want? I've created this button. Okay, so now what do I want? Whenever this backdrop button is clicked, okay, so whenever the game starts, okay, when the green flag is clicked, I want this plain simple background, white background to appear. So I'll be going to looks, switch backdrop, and let's see which I've added a total 6 to 7 backdrops. If you see over here, there are 6 backdrops. Okay, I'm just deleting it. There are total 5 backdrops. So at the start I want the backdrop 1 to appear, so I'll be clicking on download this and I'll be making it backdrop 1. So whenever the game starts, the backdrop 1 will appear. Now what do I want? That whenever the user clicks on this button, I want some other background to appear. So what will I be doing is, whenever this sprite is clicked, okay, this is the button, okay, and at the end it is sprite, right? So whenever this sprite is clicked, so it means whenever it is clicked, what do I want? I'll be changing to my background. I'll be simply putting next background or nothing else. I'll be just running it and I'll be clicking on background. Okay, perfect. Okay, what else we can do? We can go to backdrops and we can, okay, I can go to backdrops, I can go over here and I can add more backgrounds too. For example, I'll add one and show it to you. Suppose I wanna add something like this. Okay, so and I can add more backgrounds. Okay, so let's add more backgrounds also, something like heart. Okay, we can do many things. Now I'll be running it. Okay, now I'll be running it. Okay, bang, green flag clicked, plain background has been appeared. I'll be putting it over here, background. Okay, perfect. I'll be clicking it over here, background, perfect. Okay, working properly. Okay, it's working so proper. Okay, so yeah, we are done with the code, and I hope you have understood all the code, all the logic and all the concept behind this. Okay, so yeah, this is Jainam Patan.